Feed the Beast. I am Thunderchild, and it is morning, so if my voice does something weird, I'm going to blame it on not being awake for that long. This is the Resurrection mod pack, and things are really just getting started. I do have a few things to show you and talk about. This is, I have played for a little bit, and I'm just barely starting to get my feet wet with stuff. Now, I am a fan of doing things on camera, and I have been recording before this, but I'm not really exactly sure what I said in those recordings, and I mean I could go watch them, but I'm too lazy for that right now. So I just thought I'd redo my introduction. So this is the Resurrection mod pack, and it is just recently come out, and it's still in alpha or beta or something. And last night they had a question and answer thing, and I've read through a lot of that on the Reddits. And anyway, it so far looks good. And there's some things about it that I'm excited about, and some things about it that intimidate me. Let's just say it that way. And one of the big things is GregTech. I don't know. Yeah, one of the things on the Reddit mentioned that it was a GregTech centered pack, and Slowpoke did say that one of the developers of the Feed the Beast said that more or less said that it wasn't, that things like thermal expansion would work the same way, but that is not entirely the case. I believe that it's more. I believe that it's more GregTech centered than Slowpoke does. Anyway, so here I found some redstone, and I mined out quite a bit of it. And it took me a long time to figure out how to actually turn it into redstone dust without having, one of these machines that take redstone to make, either in the machine itself or in a machine that you need to make that machine. And I'm going to show you how to do it, just because it was one of the things that threw me off for so long. Now, this being an alpha, still there are a few things with it that I think are bugs. I just had a very interesting milk bucket fiasco with a milk bucket and a creeper and stuff. And I actually had to grab a new bucket of... It was over in the cow den. I'll tell you about that in a second. And anyway, I put down a bucket of milk, and then it started, spreading everywhere, and I picked it up, but it didn't really pick up. So I had to get a new bucket of milk and place it over that same spot and retrieve it. But I had even tried placing, I had covered all the area where the milk had gone with different blocks. Because usually when you place something and you cover it with a block and then mine it again, that something's gone, and that didn't happen. It came back, and so I had to work on that. So the reason I have cows is because bread requires dough. Dough requires either that or GregTech flour, which needs a grindstone, and I haven't found any quartz to make a grindstone with. I don't know. Probably will do that eventually. But until then, cows are a perfectly good source of food, and I also have some melons over there. I did wander to this spot, and kind of near where I spawned, there was a really cool thing. I'm going to bring up the map and see if I can show it to you. Oh, the sun's kind of setting. I'll be quick. But over here is a big crater, and there's like a meteorite in the middle, and you know, what am I looking at? Calls it Skystone. Anyway, it's really cool. I'll show that to you in a bit, maybe. Probably not this episode though. But anyway, I am fairly new to GregTech. I know what's in one of the I know it's been in more than one of the mod packs that I've played before, and all it really did was nerf the power of industrial craft things, in my opinion, and I really didn't like that at the time. But I'm coming into this knowing that well, it's because I had started playing the mod pack, and then GregTech was added later, and so it was like I got used to the recipes and the things the way they were, and then it just changed kind of unexpectedly and forced me to get used to you doing it Greg's way. And I'm gonna sleep the night off once it becomes night. I'm really good at trying to sleep before I can. Anyway, but I came into this mod pack knowing that there's GregTech and knowing that I'd have to at least work with it halfway, but to get very far in this game. And there's some things I'm excited about with that, and some things I'm worried about with that. I'll show you one of the things I'm worried about. So there are, right now, in my NEI, 192 pages of stuff. 71 of those pages, 71 of those 192 are just GregTech things. I mean, that's got to be daunting for anyone. Look at all those different ores. This is ridiculous. Which means there's all those different kinds of different things. I have no idea what any of this stuff is for the most part. And there, to make some things that I want to make, you do have to get into GregTech stuff. So, I mean, I will be doing it, but I will probably try to be avoiding it for a while. Now, I mentioned that they said thermal expansion is pretty much unchanged, and anyone who believes that right now, I mean, I'm sure they'll add them in when they're made. But they don't have any of the thermal expansion redstone conduits, so I'm thinking I may have to just use energy cells as conduits. Also, the extra utilities energy, yeah, I spelled that right, pipe, and using transfer nodes with that is another way for transferring energy that I might use. A lot of people say, I looked it up online, and a lot of the different forums said, hey, use Ender.io, but that is not in this pack, because they felt like it took away from another thing, and it has some redundancy from other packs. But this is where I set up shop. This is just a starter hut. Don't worry, it won't look like that for too long. I'm not a crazy builder. I'm not good at making things really look nice. So I'm going to focus more on machines probably. No, I sort of mentioned that I did play some earlier Feed the Beast mod packs. I played Unleashed and in Ultimate, and I played a little bit of Monster. Not a whole lot. But and so that kind of makes me a little bit worried, because it's been so long since I played an actual Feed the Beast game. It worries me because I'm afraid that there's been a lot of changes, and there have been quite a few that I've seen so far. But one of the things I love most is machines and automating, and that's what we're gonna get into. Let's try not to jump off the mountain before I'm ready. So, I think I'm going to start off with thermal expansion. And one of the first things you make, if my computer will stop lagging, is a pulverizer. And that requires invar. No, it requires copper. Okay. Copper in a machine frame. In the machine frame, reinforced, resonant. Let's look at the... Nope, we don't want a resonant machine frame. Reinforced, hardened, basic. Here we go. Basic. Requires tin. And I happen to have found a huge deposit of tin up on this mountain. So this cassiterite, whatever it is, gives you 2 tin, and tin ore gives you one tin when you smelt it. And I've already harvested some, so I will probably be back up here to harvest the rest of it. Eventually, probably won't take me that long. But anyway, one of the things that got me in the first place was GregTech, and I had no idea how to even get redstone, because as far as I know, this mod pack uses custom ore generation, and as far as I know, some of the vanilla ores aren't in it, like iron and other and redstone. See, this is a GregTech redstone. I'm gonna show you something weird with the GregTech redstone in a minute, and I think it might be a bug, but whatever. And I'm just gonna do this to save space. I'm wasting stuff. That's okay. But I finally figured it out how to actually get redstone from this. And it goes as follows. You break it with a hammer. Smashes it, you get dust. Use the hammer in the crafting box to get impure redstone dust, which you can't use for pretty much anything that I know of. And then you throw that in a cauldron to clean it off. Now you can also, once you get industrial craft stuff going, or GregTech, whatever, you can throw it in a centrifuge, and that'll clean it. Probably should have showed you that hand. Where'd that hammer go? Although I don't know. If you're watching this, you've probably been playing this game, and you probably know more than me. But you get redstone out of that. I don't know if you have. You see, yeah. It takes a little while to get redstone out of that, but anyways, I'm just gonna clean these off while I'm thinking about it. But you actually throw them in. That took me a minute. I was trying to just right click it, and it wasn't doing anything. But I've gotten a bit of redstone, and I have a lot more redstone to refine. Now, I'm going to show you something interesting with redstone. So you may notice that I'm playing this just single-player world, and it's kind of because it's still in development, and kind of because I'm really picky about the servers that I play on. If you know, and hang on, let me see how to say this. There are certain mods that I do not like while playing Minecraft. And they're generally the mods that are added on to protect the world. So, okay, here's redstone ore. Harvestable, yes, with a stone pickaxe. So, pick it up with a stone pickaxe. If you place it again, harvestable, no, with a stone pickaxe. I just thought that was kind of funny that you could... I haven't found anything that, at least the first time you mine, you can't mine with a stone pickaxe so far. And I think that might be a glitch of some kind. I'm not really sure. But anyway, I'm really picky, and they're generally... good morning. Yes, it is morning. 9:30 may not seem early to most of you, but I've been sleeping in a lot lately, so... anyway, like, Townie kind of bugs me, but really it's the different things to protect from griefing. I mean, in one of the Feed the Beasts, I wanted to have a lava-based power system, so I got some of my, a bunch of my first iron and made a bunch of buckets with it and went into the nether to grab lava, and that worked just fine. And then I went to a tank to right-click to put the lava in the tank, and it wouldn't let me right-click with a bucket of lava, and I just, like... And there's just, that's... having those protections on, I don't think are ways to... I don't think it's really what the mod makers intended. I mean, I know that there's a lot of people who want to play on servers who maybe aren't mature enough to handle the responsibility. Might be the right word. Maybe not. But and so I mean, having those utilities may be a good thing, but they're just not my favorite. So that is the whole long spiel of why this is a single player world. If you happen to have a server that's running this mod pack, and you're looking for people to play on it, and it's pretty much, I don't want to call it vanilla because it's definitely Feed the Beast, but it's pretty much just how the mod makers made it. No banned items or anything. You may hit me up if I haven't joined another server, or maybe not. I don't know. I might just like this single player world. Up there by the tin, there's also kind of under it some copper, and I mentioned I'm kind of aiming towards the thermal expansion machines to start out with. They are what I know and what I'm comfortable with, and so that'll help me ease into this mod pack before I get into the scary, hairy GregTech stuff. But what is in this mod pack that was unleashed? I don't even remember. Anymore. But we got the advanced nano chest plate that has a jetpack in it, and I'm really excited for that again. I mean, really, it's one of the first things I did on Feed the Beast was make a jetpack, and now. And later, nano armor that had the jetpack in it, and now I can do that again. And I think there's been a couple of versions since that one that didn't have that advanced chest plate or the advanced electric jetpack in it. And I'm just excited to be able to eventually get there again. It will take a while because that's a lot of industrial craft stuff, and that relies heavily on GregTech. I mean. It'll take a while, but I'm not gonna grind to get that stuff early on. But that's something, eventually. And then once I have that, I think by then I'll probably have a pretty stable source of power. I don't know what other people are thinking for energy setups, but what I'm thinking of right now, anyway. And, later on when I get farther into GregTech and more options are open to me, I may choose like a power reactor or something. I've never really done anything with those, so I'm afraid of them and blowing up my entire base. But bees, forestry bees are a great source. Is this an apple tree? Great source of power. I am going to harvest some cows right now. I'm kind of tired of eating watermelon. The game has... Oh, look. But, anyway, I showed you... I think I showed you the bread thing. How it's not in the... not the vanilla bread recipe. What I do to get one cow. Come on, fall off the tree. Onto a different tree, yeah. Thanks for your beef. I had no real beef with you other than you were hiding in a tree. Let's harvest those apples. I think that's pretty much for an episode. I have talked a little bit about this. Oh, no. I have one more thing to talk about. Frame rates. Still under development. My computer's not weak or slow. I just want that to be known. I mean, not that these are really new games, but Skyrim and Tomb Raider work flawlessly on their highest graphic settings on this computer. Flawlessly. Everything loads quickly, and there's no lag. And this, at sometimes in this game, I'm lucky to get 20 frames per second. Other times, I'm lucky to get 30. And other times, it's fine. And I'm not 100% sure why that is. There may be a mod or two that don't like my computer. That's okay. I think right now, I've messed with the video settings, and I actually turned them up so that they were a little bit better quality, I believe. I could be wrong. Maybe I turned them down. For you who know a little bit more, I turned this on to 16, and that just about doubled my frame rates. Yeah. So if you're trying to play this mod pack and it's laggy, try messing with some of the video settings. We still get lag spikes like that where the screen freezes for a second, and it seems like after I've played the game I just started this up before starting to record. It seems like if I played the game for a while and it loads in the area a little better, maybe. I don't know. I've been in this area for a while now while I've been talking. Anyway, I feel like once it gets loaded a little better, it does a little bit better with the lag spikes, but maybe not. Who knows? But if you do have any, if anyone watches this and does have any idea how to maybe get better frame rates than I am currently getting, I would really love to get like 40 or 50 frames per second constantly. But even when I'm doing terrain generation, it lags. So it just may require a computer that, I don't know, just may require a different computer. Some computers may be able to handle it a little better than mine. That's for true. Well, that's pretty much an episode. I have the old wool. What are they called? Styly? Something. But, I think to wrap up with the idea that I'm going to move towards thermal expansion. Watch next episode. I'm totally going to be halfway into GregTech. But, yeah. Anyway, I'm really excited about this mod pack. There's so much to be able to do. There's themes from the past, and there's new things. Look, an iridium drill. So there are definitely things I'm excited about, and I hope this will be a good series for me. And if anyone watches this, I hope it will be for you too. I currently have 2 subscribers, so yeah. But if you're watching this and you haven't watched my other stuff, feel free to. It is probably on the Eureka server, so it's fun stuff, and it's just stuff I've made in vanilla. But feel free to check out anything else I'm doing. I plan to stick to Minecraft, or at least modded Minecraft and Minecraft. As far as what I show on this channel. And if you don't know anything about me, let me introduce myself just as we're closing out of here. I'm going to school currently, computer science student, and I like it, but I've been in school for way too long. I have 1 semester left, and it is winter break. So yeah. I have some spare time on my hands. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a good day.